Hi guys, let's talk about grammar. That's come up quite a bit, and I've had a few questions about that. So I just wanted to clarify for you. As curriculum department and curriculum writers, we've ensured that all of the grammar, which is part of your composition standards, they're actually the editing and revising standards. We've ensured that every single TEKS is included in a unit plan somewhere for you. So you'll see them right here in this column on your unit plans, and this is a fourth grade unit plan. It also reminds you that the writing workshop lessons, grammar mini lessons are where you will find those standards incorporated and that instruction. So I'm going to scroll down to stage 3. Another resource that's on here is the grammar standards for this unit. So this just shows you explicitly which grammar standards are taught in this unit or which editing standards are taught in this unit, and it color codes them as to whether a lesson comes from the writing workshop lessons or a lesson comes from the grammar mini lessons. We have made sure that every single standard is covered. So you will teach that. Also, if you have used Jeff Anderson and that is something you're really passionate about and you know really, really well that process, those are there as well, and you can use that as well if you'd like to. But if you haven't been through that training, that may not be a resource that works for you. So I'm going to go down and see if I teach my writing workshop lesson from HMH. And yes, the PISD lessons are here that you may use as well. But again, we're supporting using these HMH lessons. They've been vetted and they are accessible for our face-to-face and virtual learners. A little easier to have virtual accessibility. So right now we should be in module 6 down here. It's the end of unit 3. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go find this in HMH. So I'm going to go to HMH. And when I get to my fourth grade into reading, I can go to the writing workshop or I can go straight to grammar if I need to just pull a lesson straight from there. But I'm going to go to the writing workshop lessons and I am actually going to pull up module 6 and I'm going to open it up. So this is the writing workshop module. Again, that is right here in stage 3 that we're working on right now, correspondence. So here's my lessons. As you can see, when you look at the module opener, it'll show you where those revising and editing standards come in and where they're actually part of the writing process that you'll work through. So when I turn my pages, and I can look and see when those revising and editing lessons happen. Each of these is a lesson, right? So what you'll see is within your teacher's guide, there is targeted grammar support that's orange. That correlates to these orange lessons. There is the actual lesson here that you teach also is green, and that correlates to these green lessons. You don't have to worry about that so much. If you are following HMH, you will be teaching the skills that you need to. So within the writing process, those skills are there, as well as I'm going to go back and I'm going to click directly on grammar. These are our grammar mini lessons. And I love to go right here to the table of contents that shows me all of my lessons and shows me where I can find them and which modules they're in. And so this kind of just gives you some great explicit instruction and things you may need to revisit or reteach, or are part of that writing process that we saw here. Right? 1.3.4 review fragment run on sentences. That is here in my grammar mini lessons. Now, if you have the physical teacher's guide in your lap and you're not accessing it all virtually, all the writing workshop lessons are in the front of that book, and then there's a little orange tab that says grammar mini lessons. So that's another way if it's just easier for you to access the hard copy. The paper copy is right there in front of you. I just like accessing this online sometimes because all the things that I need will be directly linked right here for me, and so I can just open them and pull them up. And that kind of helps me not to have to find stuff. But that is how and why grammar is incorporated into these writing workshop lessons. So if you are following them, you should be hitting those all the standards that you need. And then that's where you can find extra support if you need to, if you want to go back and use a grammar mini lesson or review something for grammar. Those are those really great explicit lessons for you. Please just let me know if you have any questions about that. Shoot me an email or a Teams. I'm always here. Thanks.